found a tube, and the minute I opened it, the smell transported me through time.
This One's Wife. Grifting from a Complete Stranger. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. This One's Wife's recent video on Instagram prompted much reaction. From those declaring that the event never happened, and thus it's a complete revision of history that has been concocted by This One's Wife's narcissism, to believing that the event did occur, but she didn't need to broadcast it. Many, yet again, have seen through the performative behaviour of This One's Wife. Driven by her narcissism to assert control over the audience and draw fuel from it whilst managing the facade, This One's Wife's narcissism attempts an approximation of the emotions that she ought to experience when telling the world about the fact that she has got some free merchandise for a Billie Eilish fan, whilst her narcissism demonstrates that it misfires, as her reactions and responses are over the top, performative and transparent. There are those that have been taken in by the supposed act of charity, seeing that it is something pleasant that she has done. But many, once again, shake their heads in disgust, laugh in ridicule at the way that This One's Wife, like an overexcited 9-year-old who's eaten too much sugar, bounces around on screen, showing off her rock on her finger, telling us all about her charitable acts. I thought that it would be useful, given, again, another instance of her utilising Instagram, for my PR expert to weigh in on how she sees this latest event. She explained that she would envisage a certain scenario involving the PR team. After all, one of the things that crops up repeatedly is the fact that This One's Wife does have PR advisors, and many people think she clearly doesn't listen to them, because if she did, she wouldn't be producing these clusterfucks on such a regular basis. We know the PR team exists. Ashley Hansen, for example, is an individual that is advising her, having hitherto been an employee and now having set up her own PR agency. She has This One's Wife as a client. Far from me to say that Ashley Hansen's ineffective, but it would appear that, since she must not be, This One's Wife clearly doesn't listen, because time and time again, the world gets to see these collateral consequences of the ridiculousness of the way that her narcissism pursues the prime aims. My PR expert offered to detail what the PR team would have to say with regard to this latest t-shirt clusterfuck. My expert explained there's an old PR trick that seasoned professionals swear by, which is, have the client's social media passwords. Why? This is because particular clients, especially the ones with delusions of grandeur and the impulse control of a raccoon in a trash can, tend to do things like post unhinged rants at 2 a.m, reply to trolls, or worst of all, think they're funny. What a good PR team will do is log in first thing in the morning, delete the evidence and pretend it never happened. Basically, they're like a crime scene cleanup crew for bad decisions. You can imagine how useful this is, but it only works if the client actually listens to PR. Enter This One's Wife, who doesn't just ignore PR advice, she steamrolls over it like a rogue peloton rolling down a hill in Monty Shit Show. Her latest disaster being, of course, this infamously tone-deaf, unintentionally hilarious Instagram video where she excitedly unboxes free merch from Billie Eilish. Most celebrities get freebies, but what they don't do is beg for them publicly, film themselves acting like they've discovered electricity, or imply that getting a couple of t-shirts for free is some kind of humanitarian aid effort. Instead of, say, buying the girl a replacement t-shirt, which costs a scandalous $45 on Billie Eilish's own website, hardly out of reach for someone whose custom monogram sweatshirt in that same Instagram video costs $73, This One's Wife instead hit up Billie Eilish for freebies. Or rather, she hit up Billie Eilish's management because by her own admission, she doesn't actually know Billie Eilish. That's right. What this one's wife has done, although it's no surprise, is grift from a complete stranger. You see, because she is a duchess, this in her deluded mind means, through that sense of entitlement and lack of boundary recognition through asset appropriation, that she is entitled to complimentary goods and services from all peasants, including Grammy-winning pop stars she has never met. But the real kicker, she didn't have the merch sent direct to the girl in question. Oh, no. She had it sent to herself. Now, this could mean one of two things. She genuinely believes Billie Eilish, or at the very least a shirtless Adam Levine, would personally deliver the package to her Monty Shit Show mansion. Or she invited the girl and her mother to live with her, and that's why their replacement t-shirt needed to be shipped to her house. Since there's no evidence of the latter, we can only assume it's the former. So now, we have a millionaire, dripping in gold jewellery, in a mansion, beaming over a pile of free stuff she didn't pay for. And this is exactly why she desperately needs PR, but will never, ever listen to it. She will never, ever listen to it because sensible PR is interpreted by her narcissism as a threat to control, so she rejects it. Sensible PR is seen as shackling her, and her arrogance and sense of entitlement makes her believe that she is the expert of anything that she turns her mind to, that she is a brilliant writer, a fantastic content creator, a fashion icon, a rare unicorn in the world of beauty. It makes her believe that she is the politician that says the things that have never been said before. If she had a PR advisor, a real one, not a paid scribe typing up dictated press releases between falling to the floor and sobbing, this would never have seen the light of day. Let's just imagine what the scenario would be. This one's wife storms into a room, a manic glint in her eye. I'm going to do something amazing. The best idea ever. You will love it. The PR team, already exhausted, exchange nervous glances. Okay, what's the idea? There's this girl, right? Her house burned down in the fire. It's tragic. I want to give her something special, something meaningful, something that will really make a difference. PR, that's actually really nice. A fundraiser, a benefit event, maybe use your new cooking show to provide meals for displaced families. No, a t-shirt. PR stares into the distance. A t-shirt? Yes, but not any t-shirt, a Billie Eilish t-shirt. The girl lost hers in the fire. The girl is obviously from a wealthy family, given her zip code and the fact she could afford a Billie Eilish concert ticket and merchandise in the first place, and the insurance would definitely cover the cost of lost property including the clothing. But okay, so you're going to buy her a new t-shirt, are you? God, no. I'm not spending any money. I'm getting it for free from Billie Eilish herself. The PR people stare even harder. You're asking Billie Eilish for a free t-shirt. You don't even know her. But I'm the Duchess. So, if you wanted a free copy of Vogue, would you personally call Anna Wintour? Maybe. And why is the merch being sent to your house instead of directly to the girl? Because it's content. Are the girl and her mother moving in with you? Are you letting them live here because they lost their home? What? No! I just wanted to see the stuff before she got it. Okay. But wouldn't it be weird if you were dripping in your usual diamonds and gold while unboxing cheap freebies? Diamonds sparkle. Good lighting is key, and I am the Duchess, and I am beautiful. Okay. You're going to do this. Maybe don't grin ear to ear or act like you're so happy to have solved all the problems for all the fire victims with this fucking t-shirt while talking about the tragedy. And please, please, please don't name drop. It's so tacky. In fact, what if you just donate privately? I don't understand the question. So let me get this straight. instead of buying this girl a t-shirt from Billy's website with literally a couple of clicks, you begged Billie Eilish's team for a free one, had it shipped to yourself, filmed yourself unboxing it like a YouTuber in 2013, named Billy a Maroon 5 singer and his supermodel wife for some reason, and now you're going to post this on Instagram as if you just personally rebuilt the girl's home with your own two hands. Yeah. PR's head explodes. And scene. Whilst it's a piss take, it probably wouldn't be too far removed from the truth. My PR expert explains that based on her experience, she would say there are two types of famous or otherwise powerful people when it comes to not using PR advice. Some don't need PR because they're naturally good at it. They know when to show up, when to disappear, and how to keep people wanting more. Some don't need PR because they cannot be saved from themselves. This one's wife is firmly in this latter category. No matter how many new PR firms she cycles through and announces, as if the hiring itself is a story, nothing will change because the problem is her. PR strategy isn't about a project, a brand, or a message. It's about this one's wife, and more this one's wife. That's why she'll always be a PR disaster. It's never, ever going to change. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.